it. All right, guys, we'll take a few breaths up and then we'll get started with our weights. I got to move my meditation pillows from the class before. And let's do a big 3 breaths up. Oh, good. And that's just basically to get some blood flow, increased breath, and up. Oh, good. Stay there and then just add presses, and heels are heavy, and squat, and good, and 3. And so you're still warming up. Bigger breath, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. And then take your feet in a little closer. So there, it's called a chair squat. And then go forward and up, and forward and up, and forward and up. Inhale. Now your heels are going to be heavier than your toes. You're going to try to track your knees evenly with your second toe. Each foot has 50% of your body weight. 4. Good. I like how your hips are hugging to the midline, not kicking out. 3, 2, and 1. Now both heels are going to lift, so calf raises. So touching the muscles of the lower body. 3, 4, warming all of those lower body muscles up. 5, joints. 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Nice. Now separate the feet a little bit. Now I want you to go back into the squat. So we warmed up, but I just want you to sort of review. We want to review the warm up. Notice how your heels are heavy. This is the move. Or if you would like a challenge, lift up your left foot and listen to your body, but go down, whoopsie, and then up. One-legged squat. Now if one-legged squat's too hard, do the best you can, maybe just abbreviate the range of motion, or do a 2-footed squat. That's 3. I just touch, every time we need to recalibrate, you can just touch the floor. 4. That knee tracks with the second toe. 5, 6, 7, there you go, it's balanced too, isn't it? 8, 9. Now this foot comes down. We're going to try 10 single squats. This foot is off the floor, but if you need to have a 2-footed squat, that's your modification. Whoa. Breathing. Do it as slow as you need for heel heavy, for control on that knee. All right. 6, 7, and 8. Oh, you got it. And 9. And one more. You got it. Woo! Single calf raise. And what this also does is true up, reveals any weaknesses. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. So we're going to do 10 single calf raises on the other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're slow on the way down. 5, 6, Jean, that's so hard to do without any help. 8, way to go, girl. 9, and 10. Awesome job. Grab a dynaband or an elastic tubing. Dynaband or elastic tubing. And you're going to Put your arms up, pull down with your exhale. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. Nice. And 7. Now I'm going to add on 8. If you can, add your calves. Lift your heels when you pull your arms down. 10 more. 11. So if that's too hard, just do the upper body. 12, 13, 14. Knees soft. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Awesome. Take your band behind your shoulder blades. Good. Now if you can add on, you can go into this wider position. Lower your glutes as you push your arms. Lower your glutes as you push your arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, see if you can do 5 more. 16, 17, feel heavy, embrace, knees are tracking well. 18, 19, and 20. Really good. Take your band and put both heels on top of the band. If that ends up being too difficult, you can just put one heel in the middle. Palms. Bend. Now it could be that you're holding on hammer style, especially if you have a dynaband versus an elastic tubing. Go up and then down with control. Up and down with control. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 'Very good. Now it's just going to be a loosey-goosey release, so just let any tension out. Palms face you. Step in the middle. Bend your elbows up. That's it. 1, exhaling. And let your elbows go a little wider. Michelle, go out like, yeah. So, yep, there you go. 4, you got it. 5, 6, 7, mad jumping skills. 8, so biceps and shoulders. 9, knees are soft. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Now, I'm gonna take the band out, take the arms wide, and just pull. Now the band hits the chest and returns. And band hits the chest and returns. Now if you want, add on a heel raise but try to keep the shoulders down the back. 5, arms are long on this one. 6, good, so there's a couple things going on. 7, 8, oops, 9, 10. Now lower your arms, and I want you to, that's your backup plan to do that move. So if your knees don't like this next one, just do that. Otherwise, put the right foot forward and the left foot back in a lunge. Okay? Hands in front. Good. Now make sure you're not on a tight rope, but you're on railroad track. So your feet are in line with the hips. Go down. Go down. Back leg lowers. 3, 4, 5. There you go. Pull your arms, G, if you want to add on. 6, yeah, if you want to add on. 7, 8, 9. Now, can you step up, go back with the other foot? You got it. Nice. Get yourself square. Lower and pull. Lower and stand up. And lower. Your bottom leg is bending. Or your back leg, I mean. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come up. Ooh, very good. Give yourself a little release. Grab a sip. I'm going to just put this around my neck for a moment, but grab a sip. Good. Take a heel on top of the band. Go out to a side like the T. You have a little bit of tone here when you do this. Now your other side, you're going to step on that heel. All right, let's take the other heel. That's great. So I like how everybody's body was upright. Take your other heel, step on there. You're going to go forward with the arm. You have a little tone here. Five more. And the other. Good, this muscle should be working. really good. I'm going to get in a little closer for this one. This is the tricep. This is the back of the arm. So take one arm. You can be standing still. I just wanted to make sure you could see. One arm's behind. The other arm is behind, but it's like an anchor. 1, 2. Neck is soft. 3, 4, 5. Good. 8. 15. All right, let's take this arm. Catch it. Here we go. Push up. 2, 3. Neck is soft. 4. If you don't have enough tension, just grab more of your tail of the dynaband. 6, 7, 8, 9. Nice. Good posture. 11. Everybody looks so tall. 12, 13, 14, and 15. Really good. All right, come down, take a sip if you need. Come down to the floor if you'd like, and we'll do some seated band work. And then we'll stand back up in a minute. So let's just take a change of our body position. You can take your feet out long and put your band around the feet. Cross your band like an X. Okay, I'm going to turn so I can see you better. Yeah. Bend both elbows. And exhale. And exhale. And exhale. And 5. And 6. And 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12, 13, 14. Really good. Now uncross the band for a bit so it's parallel. Use your abs to lean back. Bend your elbows, bicep curl with an ab crunch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Now see if you can do 5 more. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Stand tall, or sorry, sit tall. Cross your strap or your band. Put your elbow beside your ribs and open up your forearms. External rotation. Turn so you can see from the front view. So my arms are close to my body. Now try 5 more. Now shake it out, just kind of roll your shoulders, let your neck release. Now sitting up, open up. This is kind of like you're hugging a tree reverse, so it's also called a reverse fly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now relieve the strap for a moment. Take your feet in a little bound angle and take a hinge. Now when you're ready, come back up and extend your feet long, your knees long. Catch your feet with your strap. Use your abs to pull back your abs into flexion. Bend both elbows. So it's an upright row. If it's too easy, grab more of the rope and just zip up a coat. Zip up, elbows wide. Good. 3, 4, 5. Now if you're in your abs, you're gonna exhale, pull your belly in. So if you want more abs, you can lean back. Jean, it's up to you. 8, 9, yep, because it makes the strap harder, right? So there's this really neat, you can figure out where your abs and your arms are getting the work. 5, 4, or the sacrum. Yeah, you wanna make sure your sacrum feels good. 2, 1. Now sit up tall. And this is still uncrossed, but one arm goes up and then one arm goes down a little bit. It's almost like this X. Just pull, but then switch. Pull. Yep, the arms are doing this tiny little X. Pull and pull. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Get rid of the band for a moment and grab some weights that you can do a chest press with. That's where you're lying on your back and you're pushing your weight. Also, if you need a sip, grab a sip. So, I'm going to go ahead and get the foam roller could be handy, but we're not going to use it at this moment. We're going to lie on the back, and we're going to put our feet on the floor, and put your exhale to push the weights up. You touch 2 ends together, so the right and the left side of the inside ends of the weight touch at the top. And then it's almost like you're making a field goal post with your elbows. They touch the floor, the back of the arm touches the floor, and then you push back up. And push. And push. And push. And push. All right. Exhale, keep your ribs down on the mat. That's one reason I like to have the feet bent on this chest press. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the weight for a moment and take a full body stretch. So take your arms overhead, shift your arms, legs, and then put your feet back on the floor. Now this is going to be a way to keep your ribs down. So you're going to take those weights and it's almost like you're hugging a tree. You're going to do a fly. Touch both sides of your weights at the in front of over your chest, and then open up like there's this tree that you're hugging. Open and make sure your weights don't hit the floor. You don't want your elbows to hyperextend. You've got this tree you're hugging. Exhale, 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 exhale. So the chest and the shoulder are working. Exhale. And your neck is soft. Ribs are touching the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
And then let the weights down. Take a full body stretch, arms overhead, legs long, and just reach like you're climbing a ladder. Right, left, right, left. Use your abs and see if you can come up.
And then just take a moment. We're going to go to a standing position. So let your blood pressure adjust if you have issue with that, especially, or if you haven't eaten breakfast, or if it's been hot and you feel dehydrated. But just make sure you're not standing up so fast you feel dizzy. You're going to use your hand weights. The heavier ones for bicep curls is where we're going to start. So I'm going to start with a bicep curl that's in a hammer curl position. If that doesn't serve your wrist, you can also just flip your palms. So up with your exhale, and inhale, return. Up. Good. And 4. And 5. 6. 7. 8. I like how you're controlling the weights on the way down. 9. 10. 11. 12. 13. 14. And 15. Now, we're going to lower those down for just a moment. You're going to take your arms left and right and release any tension. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now this one's going to be a little squat with the hands in your hand weights in your hands, but if you don't want to take the hand weights, you're just going to do a squat and it will look like this. So you're going to take your hand weights, choose your weight, because what you're doing is adding a little bit more weight to what we do normally, which is your body weight squat. So it's almost like you have a suitcase in your hand. Heel heavy and stand. Yep. Heels are heavy and stand. Good. Chest is lifted. Good. See if you can lift your chest a little, Betty, when you come down. So can you feel the difference from that to that? Yeah, lift. Yeah, like your sternum is trying to look up still. Better. What'll happen is your booty goes further back, and bend your knees a little more if you can, right here. Good. So look up. See, and look up the whole time, Betty. So right here, look up. Let me just see. Yeah, there you go. Let me just see if that helps. That's it. Heel heavy. Good. Now, do you feel your legs more than when we have no weight? 2, 1. Now we are going to lower them down just to release some tension, and then we're going to do a little arm sway. Nice. Now with the weights still heavier, we're going to do an upright row. So take your hand weights, the heavier ones, and pull a zipper up your body. Check your neck, it's free. Nice. Lower those weights. And let's take a little sway. Good going. Now we're going to take a little lunge this time. If that doesn't serve you, you can do calf raises. So please listen to your knees. You can take your hand weights, right foot forward, left foot back. Good. Now we're going to lower and then stand up, bend the knees and stand, and bend. 3, 4, good. Down. 5, and balancing, right? 6, just make sure everybody looks good. You're not on a balance beam. 7, 8. You're on a railroad track, so feet in line with the hips. 9. Now, both feet are going to go together. Switch it up. Hands are beside you. Lower. Inhale. Inhale. Good, your body's upright. So Betty, just stay upright as opposed to leaning forward. Go down and up. Yeah. Down. Yeah. Even if you have to spread your legs out a little bit further. 6. Yep. 8, and the back leg can bend if you'd like, Michelle, on this one, the back knee. Shin goes towards floor. Now, when you're ready, balance and step the feet together. Good, lower those down. Now, I want to give us a few stretches to, it's kind of a way to relieve tension too. So go up and rotate. Just a little rotation can change the fibers. So we're not holding the stretch so long that we're, making it really lax. We're getting some blood flow and relieving tension. Inhale. Take an exhale and go to the other side. Arms up, our arm up, and just a little rotation. Inhale. And then exhale. Now interlace your fingers at the back. Lift up. You got it. And then just sort of shake it out. You might even take a hand release. We're going to be going to a lighter weight now for, it looks like this, a lateral raise. So you might take 2 3 pounds, 2 4 pounds, 2 5 pounds, 2 6 pounds if you feel good there. The other thing you can do is manipulate how many you do so that you're fatigued with good form at the final repetitions. Open and open and open. Neck is soft. And 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 11 and 12 13 14. Now 15 could be it, right? So if you're done, you're done. If you feel like, hey, I can do a few more or up to 5 more with good form, good, Jean. 18, it could be that you just rest a couple and then come and join for 2 more. 19, 20, lower those down. Great job, lower. And take one arm across your body. And just move your wrist like you're just doing ankle circles, but with your hand, wrist circles. Circle the other way. And then switch. And switch. All right, take your hand weights. I'm gonna kneel just because it's a little, actually I don't need to kneel. Let me stand back. Let me see if I can get the whole thing in view. Both hand weights are smaller here. Go up. Good, you can see me, yes. And exhale up. And inhale. Now when your arms are overhead, it is very easy for your low back to get lordotic. So you wanna keep your ribs pulling down some and your pubic bone pulling up some. 5, 6, good, neck is soft. Make sure you're not poking your head forward. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now I'm going to come in a little closer. Let your weights down, and if you need to, grab a sip. We're going to do a behind the head tricep. On the behind the head tricep press, you could take 2 smaller weights or 1 heavier weight. So you could take 2 3s, maybe 2 4s, or you could just take an 8 or yes, exactly, or 6. So it's okay if you just need to do more or fewer reps. So that's it. You got it. Inhale, right where the ponytail is. So that's how close the weight is. And 2, 3, 4, soft knees. When your arms are overhead, it's easy for your ribs to flare, so you're going to tuck your ribs a little. I like how no one's poking the head forward. I like how you're controlled on the way up and the way down. Now up to 5 more, but this is more challenging, so if you're done, you're done. It's okay. 17, 18, back of the arm. 19 is where it's easy to store extra flesh. 20, so the muscle is what we're working behind there. Now take your tricep stretch, pat yourself on the back. Breathe into the rib cage, and lean. And take that hand. Good, Jean. And then let's do that lean. Really good. And then why don't you join me on the floor for just a little bit of abdominals and back strengthening. If you need to take a sip. Why don't we start off with swans, which is a belly down. Your hands are going to go pretty wide on this roller, and you're going to push up. Oh, good, Betty. You have 2 rollers now. Yep, go up and up. Good, and inhale and exhale, and up and down, and 4 and down. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now on this 10th one, stay up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then lower. Nice. Do that 2 more times. Go up and hold. 10, 9, 8, 7. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. 1 more time. Go up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Nice job. Now we're going to switch it up so this roller is on the other side of our shins. Your hands, or excuse me, your forearms are going to be on the other side of your mat. Toes towards each other. Bend your knees underneath you and then extend. Bend your knees underneath you and extend. Knees under, knees under, knees under. Nine. Now at 10, just take a rest. You might take a child's pose and leave your shins
on top of the foam roller.
Let your forearms come down and lift up your hips so your legs are long, and you're going to go up in your hips. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And rest for a moment. And I'm going to change it up a little bit. Grab a smaller weight. So I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 pounds. Not really any heavier, because this muscle is going to be more for endurance. It's a smaller set. I'm going to demonstrate how you can use the pillow, but you can also just use your arm. Lie on your side. Put your elbow close to your rib and open up. You see I have the weight here, right? This is external rotation. And what I'm doing, we're putting it in opposite to gravity. Open. Good. We'll do the other side in a moment. 3. There you go. 4. Good. 5. You have about a 90-degree bend here in your elbow. 6. 7. 8, 9, one more. Now when you have done 10, set yourself up on the other side. It's okay if your arm's also your pillow. Open, good. 1, 2, good. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, come up. Now I'm going to have us do both weights, so or actually you don't need them, but I'll have them nearby. So I want you to be in a hands and knee position. Good. Pick up your weight, the small one you just did. Extend your elbow. Yes, bend. And just bend to 90 degrees and extend and bend to 90. Good. So just your forearm is vertical. Yeah, you don't have to bring it in here. Betty, just go to here and then extend. We're going to keep some tension on that muscle. Yep, force. Yeah, then it won't rest. 5, as much. 6, head pulls back. It doesn't sink to the floor. 7, 8, good, Jean. Yep, 9, and 10. Now, put that weight down. Put your other hand down. I'm turning just so you can see my working arm, but you're in all fours. Put your elbow beside your rib. Good, Betty. 1. Now extend. 2. Bend to 90. Extend. 3. Good. Kick it back. 4. Act like there's a cup of water on your arm. 5, and you don't want to spill it. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good. Lower that down. Very good. I like it. Grab your foam roller again on the shin side of your body. And we're going to just do an inchworm. Left, right, left, right. So arms down, legs long. I like to toe in so that it rolls up my muscle of my shin, not my bone. So with your long legs first, bend your knees to your left elbow and then straighten them. Bend your knees to your right elbow. And bend, and bend, and bend, and bend. And exhale. 6 as you do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. All right, now we're going to use the foam roller to roll out our back. So I'm moving the weights. Take the foam roller on your upper back. Oh, and if you need a sip, grab it. Just gonna roll out the upper back. Your booty comes off the mat when you do it.
Your hands are probably supporting your head, and you can do a flexion or an extension. Oh, yeah. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's roll out the IT a little bit. Take your arm on the floor and put your IT on, that's the side of that leg, on the roller. Your top foot can act like a little bit of a support. All right, roll out that. Good. 8. So you're on your leg at first. Yeah, 10. Yeah. 9, 8, 7, 6. And now roll out your other leg. Your IT band is from your hip to your knee. And Betty, I saw you're on your lap. That's just fine. We're going to do that too. So it's okay. You can do we'll just make sure we're even at the end of the class, right? So roll out your IT, that hip to knee area. Good, Jean. Breathing. I like how you're protecting your neck. I see there's no strain in anyone's neck. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then Betty, let's get that area that you were getting underneath the armpit, or you can get your other leg, whatever. Yep. So just make sure you're even. So you're going to roll out that armpit. Now, if you have tension in the back of the shoulder, you can experiment there. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now how about that other armpit? Mm-hmm. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to do a little bit on the hip. I'm just craving that somebody might need that hip. You can take your figure 4 position, kind of like we do when we're on our back, and then we put our roller underneath the hip that's stretched. Roll from hip. Make sure this feels good, Jean. I know your sacrum was bothering you the other day. 10, 9, good. It might feel really good. The muscles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the other side, ankle to thigh. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Now I want to use the roller for a lying on your back pose. What that does is put the muscles in a stretch. So your hips are at one end. That way your head, you really want your head supported here, so your head's on one end. Now you can take your arms like a field goal post or stretch them out like a T. And if you want, rock a little right and left if that feels good. And you're going to feel your chest and shoulders get a stretch. If you want to add on the inner thighs, you put your feet soles together and let the knees open. Just let everything go, all tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then slowly come off of your roller and take your roller horizontally and put your hips on top. So your hips are on top and your feet can be on the floor, and that's still a decompression. You might even take your knees a little longer and open up the hips that way, but make sure the roller's near the heel part of your glute and not your low back. You don't want to create any more pain. So if you're at all in doubt, bend the knees and have the feet flat on the floor, or put the roller closer to your heels where the glute meets the hamstring, and just rest here. Relax that psoas. And then when you're ready, release that and just put your knees, the roller underneath your knees, and then take a moment to rest here. Breathe into the entire rib cage and lower back. Breathe all the way down to your pelvic floor. And release as much air as you can. Inhale, expand the ribs as much as you can without stress, all the way down to the pelvic floor. And again. Two more times. And when you're ready, slowly wake your fingers and your toes and come up to a seated position, facing the front of the room, and just take a moment to rest. In that quiet space, we're going to take a moment to set an intention that for the next couple hours, if we notice our mind starting to go to bad thoughts or criticism or judgment or negativity, we're going to just look for the best feeling thought. A lot of times you can do that just by looking around and finding something to be appreciative of: shelter, water, our bodies are working, we have all our limbs. Looking for the better feeling thought, and just start training the mind. And that way there's a easier, higher baseline of joy. Set that intention for the next couple hours. We're the master of the mind, training it. Looking for the better feeling thoughts. And whenever you're ready, let your eyes come back into the room. And with much care and appreciation, you guys look strong and flexible and so good in your posture. So good. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day. Thank you. Love, love, love. Bye.